Hello soul community, I'm back here to update you guys. I have made it to my 2-month mark of growing out my semi-freeform locks, and there's been a few changes, as you can see, but before I get into that, I just want to say my son is here, so if you hear a lot of like bells and jingles, he's playing with his toys right next to me, and I'm gonna see if I can get through this video with him, being calm. So this video is a little different. I'm gonna update you on my semi-freeform lock journey, but I'm also gonna talk about some ceremonial drinks that I intake throughout the day that I feel like has helped my hair grow, has helped my hair stay healthy, and ultimately helps my mind, body, and soul. So that will be later on. So I have actually one of them with me, which is matcha right now. So I'm gonna take a sip. So a lot of changes, well, not a lot, just a few. Basically there's a ton of shrinkage. As you can see, my hair has kind of like this way. And I also have frizz. So let me get close so you can see. There's a lot of frizz going on. These are the textures. And I have some pictures that I'll probably input later on or throughout the video so you can really get a good look. But this is pretty much what we're working with. In the back. Now, my hair in the back is, as I mentioned in the past video, a lot looser. So it's having a hard time or a challenging time locking. So I actually did have to put a little teeny rubber band on the end because it basically was just staying loose and curly, and I wanted to make sure everything was cohesive and semi-freeform at the same time. So I put those on the ends, and it's still pretty much just a puff. I didn't retwist it or anything. I just kind of slipped those on because I did go to the beach and I got my hair really wet, so I didn't want it to just completely like unravel, which is something I dealt with in the past. And another thing that's been going on is the hair on the top. The crown, the top of my crown is a very sensitive area. I've always been very sensitive there. I really feel like I receive, as we all do, a lot of information from that space. So I normally, if I put too much pressure there or even press my thumb there, I get an instant headache. So it's understandable that my hair wanted to combine already, all in that space. I had like four of these trying to become one lock. So as I washed it, I kind of just fingered it out, which, it is what it is. If it's really adamant about doing that later on, then we'll see. Maybe I'll just kind of see what happens. But for right now, I kind of just didn't really want it to be, growing as one thick, lock in the middle. But it's my hair. You play with it, you do what you want. There's really no rules to me. I am nature, and nature does its thing, and we are all interconnected, and I feel like we all play a part in cultivating this crown and this almost like a plant. So those are the major changes that I've noticed. And the frizzy state is pretty much, I gotta get comfortable here. This is the state that you all right? This is the state that my hair will be in for the longest, until it starts budding and all that. So I'm getting comfortable here, but I love my hair wild and free. So I actually like it looking thicker and fuller than more uniform and all the parts showing and all that. So I'm very comfortable in this space, and yeah, let me know if anybody else is semi-freeforming, where they're at, how their hair is feeling, what's going on. This was really a quick kind of update because it's not a whole lot of changes. It's just the shrinkage and the frizziness that I think are the two main things. How do I maintain the frizz? I just spray it. I continue to spray it with my rose water and with vitamin E in it, and also continue to oil it with my wild growth oil, which I put in the last video in the description. There was some information about that, so you can check that out. I did have to oil it a lot more frequently with being out in the sun. Of course, my hair sucks up all the oil, so I feel like I'm oiling it more now, but come fall and winter I feel like I'll kind of oil it less. I won't need to because my hair will produce its natural oils. I did finally wash it, and I used Dr. Bronner's tea tree oil, or tea tree castor oil soap. That's the only shampoo I will be using. I don't want to use anything that's going to cause buildup or anything like that. I'm sticking to the water and oil method. I feel like that allows my hair to be, I want it to be like light. I don't want it to be a really dense, heavy locks. So that's pretty much it for my hair update. Like I said, I'll try and put some pictures, and if y'all have any questions about the journey or your hair. Okay, sorry about that, my camera shut off, but let's try this again. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and let me know how your hair journey is going. I definitely want this to be a dialogue, so I'm interested in seeing what's come up for you guys. So the other thing I wanted to kind of get into was a little bit of the things I intake on a daily basis that help my hair flourish and grow, and I feel like just helps me and mentally and spiritually and emotionally. And that is some of the things that I included would be matcha and cacao. These are my two favorite ceremonial drinks. So I wanted to start off, these are the two that I consume, and I also have some maca that I'll get into. The first one is matcha, and if I'm looking down at my notes because I tend to go off in tangents, so I want to make sure I'm focused. Matcha is one of the high antioxidants. It helps with hair, it helps with skin, it helps with, you know, blood circulation. It also is safe to drink while breastfeeding, which I am doing, and it's also safe to drink while pregnant. It does have caffeine, but it doesn't have extreme levels like coffee. And what I really like about matcha is that it keeps me energized but grounded. I like to call it my creative drink because I literally drink it right before writing or drawing or painting, and I feel a real sense of centeredness that I really like. So I just realized I have not been looking at the camera at all, and I have to get better at that. Like, I said I was gonna do this in the next video. I was gonna make sure to look at the camera, and I did not do that the whole time. So I'm gonna do that from now on. I'm gonna look straight at the camera, which I think is on this side. So matcha is, yes, this is a type I just started using. I don't remember where I got this, but this, I really like the ones that come from Japan. Those are the ones that you want to make sure you're getting. And this one comes from, I can't pronounce it correctly, but it's Kagoshima, and it's the region of Kyoto. So you want to make sure you're getting high grade Japanese matcha, because there's a significant difference in, you know, how it affects you and how it affects you mentally. I personally can feel the difference. But yes, I drink this every single morning. It is a green tea powdered drink. It's basically, if you don't know what matcha is, It is the green tea leaves that's grounded up, stone grounded, and it's deveined, and they pick leaves that have been sitting in the shade, so it allows the chlorophyll and all of the healthy nutrients of the leaf to continue to cultivate and evolve, and it's high concentrated in that sense. So you can drink it in powdered form in a hot water or milk, or put it in, some people bake with it. You can put it in smoothies. I just drink it, you know, as a ceremonial drink. I do like to sit with it. I like to meditate with it. To me, it's a sacred plant, just like cacao, just like mushrooms, just like, you know, all types of teas and herbs. So I sit with it, and I really focus and center myself with the drink. And I feel like whatever information or, you know, whatever information or knowledge or wisdom that the plant can bestow upon me, I accept it and I receive it and I drink it. And one thing I like to mix with my matcha is maca. Now this is the tincture form of maca, which does have a little bit of alcohol in it to create the tincture, which, you know, if for those who don't know. So I put a few drops of that into my matcha, but you can also get the powdered form of maca and just mix the two and make maca and matcha latte or hot tea or whatever you want, smoothie. Like I said, I like to drink my drinks hot, so I don't do too many smoothies. Maca is amazing. It helps your libido. It's one of my favorite adaptogens. Which I will talk about those in another video, adaptogens, because that's a whole nother topic that I can get into. It's also great for, it's an aphrodisiac. It's great for hormonal imbalances. So this was a #1 postpartum adaptogen that I would take. And it really helped me stay clear, and you know, hormones after pregnancy is extreme. I thought it was bad during pregnancy, but it's crazy. But yeah, so I like to drink that, and normally I do that in the mornings. I don't like to drink matcha after 2 p.m. because I do feel the effects of the caffeine. I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so even though I'm not super jittery, I just feel like it's harder for me to kind of go to sleep. So I drink it before 2 p.m. The other drink that I have is cacao. Now this is powdered, and cacao is amazing. Yes, it has all these health benefits. It's also good for the heart and blood as well. It is good for hair and skin. It also has a lot of magnesium in it, which is something I was deficient in. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to take cacao. It puts me to sleep so peacefully. But it's not a sleepy drink. It's just so balanced. It keeps me very balanced. And so when it is time to go to sleep, I feel like I drift off pretty well. I dream heavily when I drink cacao. And this cacao is a very sacred drink to me. I like to pray over it before I drink it. I drink it before meditation. I put a little rose petal in it. You can do hot water. Sometimes I do oat milk because I like that creamy texture. But I feel like it's such an ancestral drink, cacao. It connects me to my womb space. It grounds me, it roots me into myself and into the earth, because it is so connected to the earth. So that's why I love to drink cacao. So I drink that at night, not every day. I was at one point drinking it every day, but I think I like to kind of really feel the effects. So sometimes I take a break from certain things so I can reintroduce it back into my body. Yes, I didn't even look at my notes. Yeah. Oh, it helps with fatigue. That's another thing. Both of them actually help with fatigue, which is something I was experiencing, postpartum as well. It also helps with cortisone levels, you know, stress, which is the stress aging hormone. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits. And I think I'm gonna stop it right here because I don't want my camera to cut it off. I have to free up some space. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And I'm enjoying doing these. I'm enjoying these updates, and I really I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.